So I've been kind of bummed, like, about what to play. Like, I'm kind of burned out on Conquest of Azeroth just because the class balance is so poor, and unless you're playing like, one of the really heavy-hitting classes, you're gonna really struggle at the top end of PvP. Plus, there's no one's really doing twos and threes, so feels like kind of a dead end street. You know what I mean? You can go. It's fun to level through the battlegrounds because that's fun, but once you get to 60, it's like, and I haven't really felt. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I haven't seen the progression, like the actual, like the gear that you can get. Like, for example, the gear I have, I don't know if I can get anything better than what I've got. Like Knights, the Knights grips here. I don't know if there's actually gear I can get that's better than this. Maybe there might be. There probably is. through rating, maybe. Let me double check. Here's the arena. Actually, it shows who's doing the best, which is cool. And this is also there are people doing 3v3. But look, they've done okay, so they've done a few, but there aren't very many. That's interesting.
Hey, how you doing?
Not sure what this stuff is. Okay, well this stuff's different. It's not as good as my gear. It doesn't appear to be. Spell sword, that's interesting. They have like custom PvP gear that I've added just for Conquest of Azeroth. The glorious plate girdle. Okay, now this is interesting. It's got way more armor than mine does. But it's a lot of intellect. I don't need intellect. Oh, here we go. So this is better. I don't think this was here before. Remember, I was having a hard time finding a belt. But this is better because it's got more armor and it's got more strength and more stamina. So they have added some stuff, or maybe I just missed it. So this one, stamina. The stamina is the same. I gain a lot of armor, some strength. I gain crit rating. I gain resilience though. So let's grab these. And let's grab this one. If I haven't, I don't know how much honor I have. Oh, I don't have a lot. Not even enough to get this other item. Hey, what's up? So I got kind of burned out on Conquest of Azeroth Total because everything every time I feel like one of the classes is fairly decent, I go through a run of battlegrounds where I just get annihilated. Like I was playing my my Templar, who's level 39. So you figure, oh, at level 39, plus she's got pretty good gear. Level 39 is pretty good gear. You figured she'd do well in a battleground, but she was just getting annihilated. I mean, she was just getting blown up, like left and right, just stun, boom, dead, stun, boom, dead, and it was just happening like over and over again. And I was just like, this is stupid. You know what I mean? This is like dumb. So I kind of took a break. I just said, you know what? And this was like earlier today. I was trying to play, and I just stopped. I said, I'm not even gonna play this game. I go, this is ridiculous. I'm just so sick of like the OP classes being the only classes almost worth playing to a degree. You know what I mean? Plus, Blue told me that they might have even nerfed Templar, and I'm like, why would you nerf Templar? Did Templar need a nerf? As far as I could see, Templar was never super high on any PvP tier list, unless it was like just straight like a nerf, you know, focusing at PvE, right? So, I don't know, just a little strange. Do I have any? I do not have any dust. Don't need. Don't need these. I'm sure that's gonna get me anything. Probably not illusion. Don't need these. So yeah, the Templar was just getting destroyed. It was like not fun. And it could have just been maybe I was in a bad battleground where like team comp was not my favor, but I did see a Templar who was running Crusader, the two-hand spec, and I talked to him briefly. This was like yesterday. And he actually said that he felt like Crusader had more survivability than Zealot, which was kind of surprising to me because I thought Zealotry or whatever, Zealot, whatever it's called, was supposed to be, I thought was supposed to have more survivability than, but I haven't really looked at the Crusader tree, so it might be worth looking at Crusader. But if they nerfed, like if they nerfed Templar, I mean, why would they nerf Templar? I just don't understand. Let me look at the Conquest. Where's the COA? Apparently I'm in the wrong. Here we go. So they buffed Fellsworn, which makes no sense. They did reduce their they reduced this ability, but they buffed this ability. Stormbringer. Templar increased. Okay, so that's a buff. That's a buff. These are not nerfs. These are buffs. Yeah, these are straight up buffs. Except I don't even know what Argent Blade is. I don't know what Scarlet Amber is either. So maybe Blue misspoke, but those are buffs, not nerfs. Which would have made more sense. Why would you nerf the class? Okay, so Libram of Tenacity, diminishing return value is now halved in PvP. I'm not sure if I'm understanding what that means. Libram of Tenacity, diminishing return value is now halved. I don't know if that means that the diminishing returns, the amount of time the diminishing return is up is less. I'm not really sure what that means. Testament of Faith cooldown increase, so that's to 4 minutes. That is a big nerf because this is your biggest self-heal. And I put in multiple talent points to get my cooldown from 3 minutes down to 1.5 minute. So after spending multiple talent points to get this cooldown down to 1.5, now you're saying that you've basically pushed it up to 2.5. That alone is a massive nerf. This is a massive nerf because you had a 1.5 minute button you could press that would give you a lot of health, right? And now it's up. Now it's up to 2.5 minutes if you're talenting into it. And if you're not talenting, it's up to 4 minutes, which is, as you know, 4 minutes is just straight up garbage. So this is just like, is there a thumbs down in here? Because this is garbage, right? Like someone said, finally. Yeah, this is just bad. You know. Yeah, so that nerf right there is enough to make me not want to play Templar. I was like, no. I mean, you already had struggle with survivability in PvP as it was, as it is. So making it harder to, to get that heal, that just kind of blows. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of what game to play next. I'm kind of sick of just the balancing here is just, in my opinion, is really bad. I think the way they balance the classes on COA is bad. I just straight up gonna say it. I think they're not very good at it. I'm not sure if they know what they're doing because it doesn't feel like they know what they're doing. I mean, you can see, I don't know. I mean, the classes that were really strong 2 weeks ago, or even after nerfs, they're still really strong. You know, the classes that were hard to kill 2 weeks ago are still hard to kill. You know, so if you're trying to balance them, they're not doing a very good job. You know, and then there's classes like the Ranger's damage, like for example, the Ranger. If you want to talk about the Ranger's damage, is too weak. It's just too weak. Like even like almost everything you read, and I've read lots of articles on Ranger. I've gone to different tier lists. I've tried to find all the information I can on a lot of these classes, and you'll hear the same thing over and over again for Ranger. They're just weak. You know, their range damage it's just not strong enough. And I don't know what other classes are doing because I don't play those god tier classes. I don't play, but I can tell you that I will go into a battleground and I will because I have an audio alert that tells me when my health is below 55%. A lot of times when that triggers, because it'll say you can kiss your ass goodbye. A lot of times when that triggers, I die like literally half a second later. It's like you can kiss your ass goodbye, boom, dead. So I'm going like from above 55 to 0 in a very quick time. And it happens a lot. You know what I mean? So I don't know. The thing is, there's no recap in this game, and the combat log is completely disastrous. You can't look at the combat log to see what happened to you because it just, first of all, the self doesn't work. What happened to me doesn't work. The only thing that works is everything, and it goes too fast because it covers everybody. Maybe there's a way to go in and customize it, but it's just been pretty much useless, you know. Here, maybe we can go here. Done by enemy units, or no, enemy players. We could try this because it looks like it was configured improperly. So we can say what happened to me, done by enemy players, and we can hopefully that will enable us to see what happened to me. And that way we can kind of see, because sometimes you want to see, did I get blown up because 2 or 3 people hit me, or is it just because if just one person is killing you in like a 1 second, then you know it's not good. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, like this character, for example, has crazy armor, but it doesn't seem to make a difference. Like, I mean, I have 10,000 armor. I have 63% damage mitigation. Doesn't feel like it, you know? Crazy, man. Yeah. Well, I know there's some classes have armor penetration. I think the Reaper or one of the other melee classes has armor pen. I was watching one video where the guy said it doesn't even matter. Like, he's like, you think you have a shit ton of armor, but this class has so much armor pen, it just feels like you got no armor, you know. But anyways, I'm just, you know, I'm waiting for. I purchased the Founders. Let's see. I purchased Ion 2, and a lot of people don't like Ion 2. And I get why some people may not like Ion 2. But I've played Ion 2, the Korean version. I played on the Korean servers. I played on the Thai servers. I like Ion 2. I think Ion 2 is a very fun game. You know, it has a lot of flaws, obviously. It's not really a PvP game, though. I mean, there is PvP, but it's not primarily, you know, a PvP game. But Ion 2 does come out in just like, it comes out next month, I believe. And so I purchased it today. I purchased the Ion 2 Standard Founders Pack, which is $25. And that just gives me it just gives me like the 5 days ahead. It gives me access to play the game. Plus it gives me the 5-day head start, which, you know, who knows how good that really what that really means, but yeah, so in 5 weeks from now. So in 5 weeks from now we'll be able to play Ion 2. And like I said, I do like Ion 2. I think Ion 2 is a really fun game. And then the other game, obviously the other game that's coming is Classic Plus. BlizzCon, I believe, is next month too. So BlizzCon, and I'm like 99% sure or 95% sure that they are going to allow Classic Plus, and I believe Classic Plus will be released about a week or two after BlizzCon. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're going to. I think it's ready to go. Right? They were already showing it to streamers. We know that, right? So it's September 12th. So that's even like almost sooner, right? So we got like 3 weeks for BlizzCon, which we know they're going to announce Classic Plus. And I don't think Classic Plus is going to be a super great game, but since I'm someone who likes to stream video games, I definitely will stream it because there's going to be a ton of people playing it, right? There's going to be an absolute fuck ton of people playing it. And you know, the fact that they killed Turtle WoW. I mean, a lot of those people who played Turtle WoW might say, "I'll never play Blizzard," but I guarantee you a lot of people that played Turtle WoW will be playing Classic Plus. I guarantee you that. Right? Because they don't have anything else better. Right? You know, Conquest of Azeroth is nothing like Turtle WoW. You know? So there's going to be a lot of people that play Classic Plus. And the streamers. The streamers are going to hype the shit out of it. So there's going to be hundreds of thousands, if not probably millions. There will probably be like 1 million people. I mean, I would imagine there's going to be around 1 million people. Somewhere between 500,000 to 1 million people probably are going to be trying to... It might not be 1 million, but I bet it's going to be a lot. I don't know. I'm not sure if the thing is we're kind of in a dead space right now from the MMO landscape. There hasn't really been any new MMOs launched in a while that are any good, right? I mean, you've got games that are kind of coming. We got Guild Wars 3, we got Chrono Odyssey, but really nothing else. You know, ArcAge 2 is not out yet. And then you know, XL Games announced another ArcAge game called ArcAge S, which is supposed to be a PC only title. So we've got multiple ArcAge games coming. One of them is more mobile focused, I think, and more console, whereas the other one's more PC. Will either of those games be any good? Probably not, but I mean, they still carry the name ArcAge, which means a lot to a lot of people. And then you got Chrono Odyssey, which is the one I'm the most excited for, and then of course Guild Wars 3. But Guild Wars 3 is a ways off, right? So there's a big empty space right now where there's really nothing new. So Classic Plus is situated to drop at a really good time, you know. And with them killing off for a while, and probably this server as well, then there's going to be a big void, you know, in that kind of custom classic gameplay experience space. Let me grab another soda. I'll be right back. Mexican. Look at that. Soft tacos. I actually had Asian food today. I had some rice and some mixed vegetables and, you know, some chicken because I was trying to be a little bit on the healthier side. And my stomach hated it. My stomach hated it. It must have been the MSG. My stomach was all like, you know, like growling and grumbling, and felt like it was like creating a bunch of like I could just see the inside of my stomach bubbling like a boiling cauldron. So my stomach did not like that Asian food. I don't know why, what they put in that Asian food. Because I can eat like a cheeseburger and fries and my stomach wouldn't have freaked out that much. You know what I mean? So I was like, I don't know what they're putting in their Asian food, man. But so yeah, so I think we're going to be playing, you know, Classic Plus, obviously, because just, you know, I do want to grow my YouTube channel a little bit more, and we'll do the theory crafting and stuff, and we'll try to figure out what they've done with Classic Plus. Is it good, you know? What is this? Did I accidentally join an arena? I think I accidentally joined an arena. I didn't mean to. Apparently we're doing arena. I wasn't trying to do an arena, so hey. I'm sure I'll lose. I've never won an arena match on this character because I always go up against classes that are just better against Gladiator. Most of the people that do 1v1 arenas are playing the classes that are very good at 1v1, and Gladiator really isn't one of those classes, so... I think there's a way you can start it right away. I don't know how to do it. Isn't there like a flag or something? Yeah, it's this. You just click this thing and it accelerates the... Yeah, so we're doing like a Fellsworn, right? So we're just going to be like... Woo! We got a pillar hump, right? Just like, we can't do anything.
You were screwed.
Like I said, there's not really much you can do. There's not really much you can do when you're going against these classes. They just rating change. Yeah, there's no rating change for me. I think I've done like 2 or 3 arenas and I've lost them all, honestly. But it's very difficult on a Gladiator because you're gonna run up against the classes. They're just hard counters. They're hard counters. I mean, that person can fear me on a cooldown. I can't trinket all the fears because basically if I trinket one, they're just gonna like do another fear, and it's just tough. It's very frustrating. Like I said, the one thing about the server I really hate is that the class imbalance is just, it's bad. It's just really bad. Why am I still keep getting into the arena section? Ooh, there's Cult to Arms Rock Valley. What? Interesting. Now, see, I won't do that. I refuse to play a class because it's OP. You know, I play the classes I like, and if they suck, I just deal with it. Like, I play classes that kind of fit my playstyle, and if they're not good because they're just weaker, unfortunately, I just suck it up and take the beating. I just suck it up. But yeah, Fellsworns have been OP ever since COA came out. Ever since the official launch came out, Fellsworns have been OP. And they're still OP. You know what I mean? They're still OP. And they've nerfed them, and they're still OP. Let's see if I can kill one in a battleground. I'm sure I can kill a Fellsworn. But I haven't played my Gladiator that much. You know, I'm pretty shitty on the Gladiator right now. I've only played Gladiator once or twice in the last couple of weeks, so I'm very, very rusty, and I have no idea if they've buffed or nerfed Gladiator. I don't think they've nerfed him at all. I know they buffed him a couple of weeks ago. They put some good buffs on the Gladiator, and they were actually pretty helpful. I mean, they made a difference.
Lovely. Lovely.
There you go. We did a little damage. Why is that stupid song going through my head? I've got the dumbest song going through my head right now. And I have no idea why. You know that stupid old song? Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody's gonna slow me down. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is that song going through my head? Oh shit. Okay, we got some people. Let's do this. Do this. Watch, big damage, big damage. Boom! See you. Interrupt, interrupt, spell interrupt.
Lovely.
No, I can't interrupt that, can I? No, I can't. Ah. Hell, man. Of course, the Mega Fear. The Mega Fear.
Lovely.
What the hell? I'm like transmogrified or something. I was like turned into like a frog or some shit. Like what? I always forget to drop my banner because when I play my other classes and then I come back to the Gladiator, I always forget that I have these like standards and I completely forget to drop them. Anyways, I'll do this battleground and maybe one more, and then I gotta fold some laundry. I got some laundry running in the laundry machine here in the. Big damage. Shit, not big damage. What is that? I don't even know what that class is. The cultist. What do we got? We gotta look at our cooldowns. I guess we'll... Interrupt, interrupt, interrupt. Okay, no interrupt. Yeah, we were getting too much. We're getting too much damage from this stupid ranger. Yeah.
You were screwed.
Yeah, I waited. Look at my damage is starting to fall off, of course. And let's see. Look, the Templar though. The Templar is doing good damage. Templar does do good damage, but this is level 60 though. My Templar is 39, so I do think the Templar is worth exploring further. But it just sucks how squishy they are. Why am I in combat? Yeah. Big damage. Boom.
Lovely.
Bye-bye. More big damage? Boom!
Lovely.
What is this thing? Is he's impossible to kill? It's a cultist. What a surprise! I know it's a Knight of Zoroth. Wow, I'm surprised the Knight of Zoroth is that tough.
Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, don't get away from my boom! Bada bing, bada boom. You'll see you later.
Lovely.
Oh no, he's running away. Spell interrupt? No, no spell interrupt. Oh, come on, get rid of this stupid tentacle bullshit. Oh, come on. Yes, the fear. Because you don't have enough CC and as it is. We're just like, fucking run away!
You were screwed.
Run away! I'm totally screwed. Yeah, I'm screwed. You got 3 people hitting me. What am I gonna do, man? Look look at 21,000. Hey, we're doing some healing. Oh my goodness. But see, our damage, like, I don't know, whatever. I'm just sick of bitching about it, dude. I'm sick of bitching about this shit. Let's go for the ultimate damage. We're gonna go with the weighted reinforcement. We're gonna throw down the standard of supremacy. And we're gonna push big damage and see if we can kill some people. Alright, let's do this. Boom.
Lovely.
Okay, it took 10,000 swings, but we finally killed him. Nice. Of course, and now I'm screwed again, because I have 2 range dealers. Thank God for Shadow Meld. Yeah, it's like, you just... It's like, it sucks because you spend so much time leveling to get to 60, and you get to 60 and realize one thing. If you're not playing, like, one of the OP classes, get used to dying. Basically. Get used to fucking dying.
Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, you bitch. Come on.
Lovely.
Holy shit, I can't... What is with all this shit, dude? Look at all the totems and fucking shit. What is all this crap? It's the fucking witch doctor, dude. You see all that crap? The witch doctor drops like 10,000 fucking totems. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, man. I'm just going to shut up. I just got to take my lumps. Take the lumps. You're not playing fucking the... You don't have 10,000 totems. Ah, why am I in combat again? Come on. Every time I come out, it's like, you're in combat. I'm like, I'm not in combat. It's fucking res, bitches.
Lovely.
We are losing. I'm going the wrong way, apparently. Oh. I know, did you see how many totems there were? I was fighting one person. Next thing I know, I was fighting 2 people and 10,000 totems. I'm like, what is going on here, man?
Lovely.
Of course, you know, you're always feared. Always feared.
Lovely.
Always the fear, baby. Is anybody doing more damage than me? This guy's doing more damage than me and healing more than me. And he's a star caller. What the fuck, dude? Hey, what spec you running? I'm gonna guess he's the range spec. We might try the star caller again. I don't know. What is it? Star caller? Yeah. Come on.
Lovely.
You were screwed.
Yeah, of course I'm screwed. Because I'm fighting 4 people! Come on! You can never get in a fucking battleground fight where I got like 5 people, 4 people killing me. Where's my team? Why does my team keep fucking dying? Bitches. Yes. Yes, Morpheus. Enter the battle 3-on-3, but it'll eventually be 3-on-1, you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this crap. I wonder what Crackle is running. He didn't tell me what he's running. I asked him what he was running. He didn't tell me, you motherfucker. Where's fucking Cracklehead? Let's go find out. Bitch. Bitches leave. Where are you, Cracklehead, you bastard? I don't even see him. Oh. The hell? Where is he? He is a star caller, but I don't see him. Is he dead? There he is. I want to go see what his spec is. I bet you he's running the range spec. Maybe? Oh no, that's Warden spec, isn't it? Touch of Moonlight. Warden's Blade. Warden Training. I think that's the Warden spec.
Lovely. Lovely.
Did we do any damage? We did a little.
Lovely.
This is another star caller. Oh wait, no. Sorry. That's not what he is.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Of course, the stuns.
Lovely.
Can't reach him. Jeez, this guy's got crazy studs. Boom! Oh, see you later! Bada bing, bada boom! Oh, parkour fail! It wasn't even parkour, it was fail walking. Shit. What we got going on here? Fucking cultist and a sun cleric. Is that a healer? Yep. That is a sun cleric healer. Oh boy. This doesn't look good.
Lovely.
Oh, I see you later. If I could target this guy, I'd actually try to hit him. Do you know how targeting works in this game? Basically, it doesn't.
You were screwed.
Hey, we topped 100,000 at least, right? We're still look how far down on damage we were. We did do 100,000 damage, 37,000 healing, and we're still garbage, right? Cultist, Witch Doctor, Starcaller. So I'm surprised the Starcaller did that much damage. And did more healing. And that's I believe that's the Warden spec. We may want to level up a character from level 1 and just go straight Warden. I think we might try that. We'll just level up a new Starcaller and we're just going to go straight into the Warden build and just see how it works out. Because I know how to play Gladiator, and Gladiator's pretty cool. You know? But I don't know, like... The Rebirth of a Star, yeah. that's a good one, straight. But I don't know, like... I don't know if the Starcaller has... I mean, Starcaller should have pretty good survivability. I don't know, I think the Gladiator... has to have more like tankiness than the Starcaller, I would imagine. I'm surprised that she was doing more damage than me, but... I don't know if the Warden... But if the Warden build is using like a two-hand weapon, which it probably is, that would make sense that she would do more damage, because I'm only using a one-handed weapon. Actually, that's not true. I'm using a two-handed weapon. I'm using a polearm, because I have polearm training. So we have polearm, so yeah, so that wouldn't make a difference then. Yeah, interesting. Probably should do some more battlegrounds to see. But anyways, I have to fold some laundry, so... I gotta go AFK for a minute. I got laundry to do. I'll be back in like, excuse me, like 8 minutes probably? I'll just leave the screen up here. You can look at people wandering around in Stormwind while I'm while I'm doing my laundry.
to love. Wake up.
getting more gold on Guild Wars 2. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna play. I don't think the play style of the Warden and the Starcaller is probably going to be something I'd really like. Everything I've heard about the Starcaller Warden is more of a hit and run spec, you know. Whereas I like to be, I don't want to hit and run. I want to hit and hit again. You know, I want to be in there, in the battle. So let me see how much honor we got after that. Did we get enough? Oh, we did get enough to get another item. So to upgrade our belt, I think. So it's not much of an upgrade, but every little upgrade is certainly going to help. Like the damage, so 312, I was doing 245, so my DPS was not bad. I mean, if you compare it to other people, I mean, you can see here this, I think that's a cultist. The biggest damage, the zealotry. Ooh, okay, so the Templar was doing 263. This, I think this is a Godblade cultist. Maybe he was doing 312. I mean, I expect a Templar to do more damage than me because they just have like their finisher. It just hits so hard. Like if we look at the other gear we can get, for example, like Legacy. This is Legacy stuff, but the COA PvP gear is the belt. How about the gloves? Yeah, the gloves aren't going to be as good. Is there plate gloves here? No. Barbaric grips, leather, mail. What we're looking for is the girdle. Plate. Like here's the PvP, but it's not as good as mine. And mine's better. This is the one that's... doesn't have any strength on it, though. Here we go. This one's the one that's better. It's got more armor, more strength, more stamina. Critical strike rating 8. This one's got 9. Haste rating 12. This one's got 0. Resilience 28 and PP. So it's like a slight upgrade. But we'll take it. And it has a gear score of... doesn't say what the gear score is, but my gear score... my item level is 64. And now it's 65.5, so it's definitely an upgrade. So now we have all epic. So we don't... what we need is... we still don't have like these items here. The enchants. Because these are so bloody expensive. But these are going to be strong. Like here you've got Enchants of Gladiator, which adds 12 stamina, 10 resistance to a shoulder slot item. So you can see mine does not... oh no, mine has that. So we already bought that one. And then we've got one for the leg here, which we don't have. It's this one. The 12 stamina, 10 resilience to the leg. So we still need to get this, which is 20,000 honor. And then I don't even know what to get. Like armor-wise, like PvP-wise, I don't know what else gear to get. Like if there's anything that's even any better. What's this? That's weapon stuff. Actually, this is better than my trinket. Hold on a second. I currently am using the Insignia of Battle. This one has 18. This one has 18 PvP power. That one only has 6. It's just a little bit better. I mean, it gives us It gives us 2 more resilience, and it also gives us 12 more PvP power. Oh, and it's only 50. We should have had enough to buy it, right? Did we? Second. Honor, Conquest. Did I not just buy that item? Oh, this requires the arena team rating of 2200, which we don't have. It's all legacy shit.
The day is late, my path remains.
Where's the arena gear? Like, where's the arena gear you get from arena?
I couldn't stay the same. Sign of life, far from home, but not today. Golden sun, drawing low, forest bone. Blood red light, angry sea, light the
Ooh, wait a minute.
way for me. Today is not a day for words. This house is not a place to say.
This one actually looks like it might be worth getting. It's gonna give me more stamina, more resilience, and more PvP attack power. I'll lose the on-use effect, but I think this is probably better than that trinket.
With me.
And then we could replace our neck with this item, which has more stamina. Gives us 39 attack power. We'll lose 17 strength, which is, I'm gonna guess, is 34 attack power. It improves our resilience. Actually, it's not as good. Strength's better for me, I think. All right, so let's change the stream description. Actually, let's try one more. I want to see if we see Templars. I want to see if we see Templars in here that are doing like mass damage like we did in the last battleground. I'm trying to figure out what class we want to focus on. Like, this class is good, but I would like to get a class that does a little bit more damage, but I'm kind of worried about having to sacrifice a lot of survivability. Of course, I could just cop out and do some stupid like Fellsworn or Reaper, but I don't really want to play those classes. All right, damage done. So this just started. Number 1 is Witch Doctor, Starcaller. A lot of. I'm not seeing any Templars. And we'll throw down some passive healing for people. Like they don't really need it right here. Let's put some buffs up. I got Guild Wars 1 installed. I thought about playing Guild Wars 1 today, Strafe. You said you played Guild Wars 1, Strafe. I haven't played it a lot. I've only played it a little, but I haven't really played it after they did the Reforged.
Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, what? Kind of was a waste. I just wasted a cooldown. That sucks. I wanted to get the killing blow. Yeah, I thought about playing some Guild Wars 1 today, but haven't done it. Let's go for...
Lovely.
I don't really want to waste my...
You were screwed.
Well, there's not really much I could do there. See, like, that's what I'm talking about with the burst. Like, you'll be like, okay. Like, you'll watch my health, and I'm like, oh, you're okay. And then all of a sudden, there's this huge burst. And it just kind of sucks, you know? Like, you see here, my health is pretty high, right? When I watch the burst come in here. And, well, I killed this guy, right? So I killed this guy. Right? And then this guy runs away. And and you're always slow, too. And the other thing, too, is I've got all these debuffs. And this is a problem, right? Like, because you don't always know that you've got all these debuffs because you're so focused on what's going on in the battlefield. And some of these debuffs with the Venomancer, I think they can explode them. So when you get a lot of these debuffs on you, and then they explode them, you're going to take mass damage. And so the damage is sneaky, plus my health is starting to drop, right? And so now I'm like trying to figure out who do I... And of course, I'm rooted. So now I'm going to try to get to this guy. Right? But as soon as I net him, there's a glitch where he bounces from where the net hit him, which is weird. And now the witch doctor drops the totems of fucking never-ending totems, and then now you're gonna see the burst come in, and I don't even get a chance to pop my heal. Like, I popped my heal, but it's too late. Here's my heal right here, right here. I popped it, so right there I popped my heal, but it's too late, right? You know, I mean, just look at the burst. It's just insane. Yeah, Guild Wars 1, there's no jumping, which really irritates me. If Guild Wars 1 had jumping, I would like it 10,000 times better than I do. I'm not going to lie. Not being able to jump feels incredibly awkward. Really feels awkward. Yeah, it felt like a machine gun, didn't it? Okay, we're going to do a Spell Reflect. Let's get our big totem down, or our big thing down. We're going to debuff these guys. I'm going to try to root this guy if we can. Charge. Big damage. Big damage! Yeah, big damage! There we go. Throw down the arena. The arena is down. And that's it, man. We threw down our totem. That was a good spot to drop the arena, because they were so engaged with everybody else, it was hard for them to try to get out of sight of the arena, so they were going to get stunned. So that was a good spot for it. Kick in Turbo Boost. Go down here and take a gold mine. We got quite a few targets here. I don't know which one's the squishiest. The Chronomancer is probably not the squishiest. Ah, fuck.
Lovely. You were screwed. Lovely.
Hey, we did some serious self-healing there, man. We popped up some on that particular fight. We probably healed about 9,000. Yeah, we were screwed. Did you see what happened there, though? I went down to gold mine. There were 3 people. I think 2 or 3 of my teammates were ahead of me. And by the time I got kind of down to where I was trying to decide who I wanted to attack, those guys were dead. Like, they were dead almost instantly, because I'm like, okay, I need to get out of here. And as soon as I turn around and start running away, and I look back, and my teammates are gone. So it was very difficult to escape in Conquest of Azeroth because of all the roots and slows and stuns. Everybody has roots, except, well, I don't really have. I have a root. I have my net. I'm trying to think if I have a stun. The only stun I have is the arena, but people
Lovely.
have to be dumb enough to like, like sit in it. Boom! Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, he's doing the crush on me. No, not the crush.
You were screwed.
Oh no, I couldn't get it. That's what I'm talking about. That right there. This Masta, his witch doctor damage is stupid. It's just dumb. Like, look at his damage. Okay, this is stupid. Look at this guy right here doing 116,000. Because all he does, he drops the totems and he just it's like a one-shot kill. It's like a one-button press. Drop totems and just whatever it is. I've never played Witch Doctor, but they drop the totems and then all of a sudden it's like the machine guns go into effect. The totem machine guns, and you just die. You just die. And that's why I'm kind of getting to a point where I don't really want to play on this server anymore, because I'm just kind of tired of the imbalance. You know, it's just so imbalanced. Like, certain classes are so strong, and of course they're gonna have some counters. But when one class can like beat like 80% of the classes 1v1, then they're too strong. And it's not hard to. I always love how they always say it's so difficult to balance. No, it's not difficult. You have to balance from one up. You have to balance as you level up, right? So you look at each class at like level 5 and you balance it. You look at each class at level 10 and you balance it. You keep balancing as you go up. Don't like wait till you're 60 and say, okay, now we got to balance. No. You got to look at the damage, right? Man, I wish I was retired and had time to make my own MMO, because I would fucking. I'm a software developer, so I would 100%, if I had time and money, I would make my own.
Lovely.
Boom! I want to kill the orangutan. All right, fuck it. Never mind.
Lovely.
I'm coming for you, buddy. Coming for you. Boom! Boom! Oh, I see you later, my friend. I see you later.
Lovely.
Yes. Shadow meld. I did that too soon. That was stupid. Come on, I can't move. Why can't I move?
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
That's what I'm talking about. The bruiser, man. You should be able to stick to a target and just beat them into submission. Which is kind of what we did there.
Lovely.
But look at this damage. You've got the barbarian and the witch doctor. We could play barbarian. Barbarian always looked kind of fun, but I felt like it was kind of like a kind of a oh, what do I say? Kind of a cheap mechanic. Like, because they just have like this one mechanic where they just basically stun you and do a bunch of damage. But I think the other class isn't like that. I think the Headhunter, I don't believe the Headhunter's like that. I believe the Headhunter's more just like consistent range damage. Let's ask the guy and see if we have. And there's another star caller. Look at that. There's another star caller doing good damage in here. See that? Like, look at my damage. It's just garbage. Of course, I came in the background late, and I haven't been really in the fights like a lot, but the barbarian's doing good damage. Lit. We added him to our friends list. We'll ask the barbarian what build he is. So really, what I'm doing is I'm really on the lookout for other classes we can try that we can kind of excel at. Hey, can I ask you what build you are running? Thank you. We'll ask Lit what build. He's running barbarian. I do have a barbarian, but I haven't leveled her at all. Like, I haven't leveled her up. But we could try it out. My rotation's weird. It's like you net people. Boom, you hit them. Hit them, hit them, hit them, hit them, and then boom, and then do this. And so we did like, I don't know, like 180,000 damage or something right there. I mean, that did, well, maybe not 180,000. Yeah. So that actually, that one ability did 20 some odd thousand. Well, it looks like Lit's not going to respond to us. Let's take a look at the builds website. And let's go Barbarian and see what they got. They've got a DPS spear thrower build, right? Talents only. Oh no, we got some information here. A highly mobile, high burst with incredibly good survivability build for the Barbarian. This build allows you to kite most classes with ease while maintaining good DPS uptime and bleeds on them. With practice, you can kite multiple people as long as you have decent cooldown management. When was this put up? 27 days ago. So it's not going to be, they've nerfed the Barbarian, I believe, since then. A good opener most of the time would be. So this is, decent. We got some, and he's going with the class tree. And where's the other tree he's using? Head hunting, I'd imagine. Yeah. So that's something we could do. Would be like the head hunting Barbarian. And then let's see. The only other class that I've I tried Reaper, but I didn't like it really, and I didn't want to play Reaper. Chronomancer, not so much. Ranger, they just sustain DPS is too low. Templar just feels way too squishy, although I'm seeing people do really good at level 60, like damage-wise, so it may be something we may need to revisit. But we may need to roll Templar into the Crusader build, and not the Zealot. I have no desire to play Witch Hunter, Fellsworn, Witch Doctor. That's pretty much it. I think the only classes right now I'm interested in maybe is doing the Templar Crusader. Let's see. Let's take a look at the talent calculator for the Crusader really quickly. So if we go into Templar and go Crusader, but this thing doesn't seem to be working. Oh, we got a response. I mean, are you... Cool. He's running Brutality. Interesting. Yeah, this website seems to not be working for some reason. Okay, now let's try switching it, and then switching it back. Continue, and now let's try. Okay, now it's working. So Crusader. I'm just wondering what kind of like defense they have. Increase the chance to trigger Scourgebane. What is Scourgebane? Argent Blade. That's what got buffed. Oh no, the reason I wasn't gonna play Templar is because they nerfed the shit out of your healing ability. Right? So your self-heal got severely nerfed. Because the cooldown went from 3 minutes to 4 minutes, which really sucks. So that's why I kind of really didn't want to play Templar. Because I was talent pointing around that ability, having that ability available every 1.5 minutes. Because I'm constantly getting blown up on the Templar. Every class is good if you can play it. Really? You think so? Oh. I don't know. Cultist, Reaper. Macros are. Although I shouldn't really say Reaper. He's like saying every class. He said every class is good if you can play it, but Brutal Barbarian is in a very good state right now. And I said I don't know about that. I said certain classes are far stronger than others. I said Reaper, Fellsworn, and Cultists are quite a bit stronger melee classes than Gladiator. That's in my opinion. I think they're quite a bit stronger. We'll see what he says. And it's not stronger in that they do like way more damage. It's just that they're so much harder to kill. Their survivability is so much greater. Yeah, or toss a dice. He seems to think that. I mean, you don't see a lot of like you've noticed like in the level 60 BGs, you don't see a lot of gladiators. So I don't really. I mean, I think that's kind of a cop out response. Every class is good if you know how to play it. Yeah, good in a certain way. Like every class is good in a certain niche way, meaning like, yeah, Gladiator's great if you go up against like a, like a clothy or something, some class that like if you can get on them and hit them, they're gonna die pretty quick. But if I run Gladiator versus a Rune Master or a Reaper and they get the opener on me, it can be very difficult to kill them. But I do like Gladiator. I do enjoy the Gladiator class. So, but the thing is, there's so many classes in Conquest of Azeroth. You don't want to feel like you're missing out. You don't want to be like, oh, there's these really cool classes that I haven't played. Maybe I'd really like them. You know what I mean? There's that kind of FOMO almost. Like that's what I did. Usually I played Gladiator a lot because I really was enjoying Gladiator. But then I got to a certain point. I was like, well, maybe I'm, there's all these other classes I haven't played. Maybe one of these I'm going to like even more. So it's kind of almost like you have to try them out just to see like which one is is the most fun. Well, this has kind of been a bad day for me for streaming or for playing games because I spent most of my day doing RL chores. So I'm gonna try to talk to my wife when she gets. My wife's gonna be coming home in a couple hours, maybe even as soon as like an hour from now. And I'm gonna spend like maybe an hour with her, but I'm gonna tell her that I spent most of the day doing house chores. So I kind of want to stream. She might get pissed off, but just depends on her mood. If she's in a good mood, she won't mind. Yeah. Oh, she's on her way home already. Shit. Yep. So we'll see. I might not be able to play much more, but I'll definitely be streaming again later in a couple hours, but we'll see. I guess we'll just do another Gladiator for now. This guy didn't want to say anything after that, I don't think. Brutality. I don't even know what Brutality plays like. Is Brutality the one that has the big stun? Let's see. Barbarian. Decapitate. Attempt to decapitate an injured enemy, dealing 220% weapon damage. After paying its base cost. Decapitate consumes half of your remaining energy. Okay. Beheader. Yeah, see, here's the crush ability. So the crush is what I was talking about with the barbarian, where it felt like it was kind of like a one-trick pony, so to speak. But crush hits like crazy hard, right? Crush enemy in a frontal cone. We have a barbarian. This is the head hunting. Yeah, these are both head hunting. I'm gonna try to stream when my wife gets home. I'm gonna try to see if I can talk her into letting me play in some gaming. So basically today I woke up and I washed the dog, which takes like 20, 30 minutes sitting out in the hot sun. Then I did all the laundry, which that took like a couple hours. Then I went to the grocery store and shopped, and that took like another hour. And then my wife sold something on Facebook Marketplace, so she wanted me to go deliver it to the person. So I had to go drive somewhere and meet this person because she sold something that we had that she didn't want. So I had to drive and meet this person, right? And then I did all the dishes. And then what else did I do? And then, yeah, so I mean, just all that took like half my day, right? Really, like took half my day. It was just like RL shit, This is what happens when you get married, though. You got to do stuff. When I was single, I would just game all day long. And I'd sit at the computer and I would just take breaks to eat something, and that's about it. Maybe go get a beer. I think the thing with the Guardian, I think the Gladiator, it feels like the Gladiator could be really cool, like could be really good. Like if you just feel like there's some missing stuff there. Like like in your rotation, you have these big holes where you have these downtimes where you're not really doing anything, right? You're just doing like this broad sweep ability, which is like an AoE ability, like because there's nothing else to do. Like you have like two abilities you can use, and unless it's just completely different than like the Templar. In the Templar, you have so many skills. So you're never like, oh, I don't have a button to press, or I don't have something I'm trying to do, like build up combo points, maybe build up cleave stacks, build up my oath stacks, whatever. There's always stuff you can do. The reason I kind of stopped playing the Rangers, I felt like that the Ranger, just the damage wasn't there. Like I felt like the damage just wasn't there. But I could see that, like in a battleground, like at high level, like you would be annoying for the other team just because you have consistent damage, but it's not like really good damage. Reaper, I got a level 5 Reaper. Every time I play the Reaper, I just kind of give up because it just feels like it's not really my playstyle. I've got a Cultist. This is a healer. She heals by doing damage, so I can't remember what it's called, but it's really cool. It's a really strong class, but I don't like the mechanic, the like insanity or whatever that mechanic is, where you build up this bar and once it reaches 100%, you have to spend it or bad things happen or something. I feel like I'm playing the darkest dungeon, like I'm about ready to like lose my mind. The Blood Mage. I think which one can we? This one we can deactivate. Let's do. So we do. I don't know if I deleted my Barbarian. No, I didn't. I still have a Barbarian. Yeah. And I've got a Rune Master. I do have a Witch Hunter too. But I wasn't really enjoying the Witch Hunter. Nice. I'll try a game on the Templar. Cost a toin for your Gladiator or Valley of Plenty? What? We could look at the Gladiator's talents too. That's the thing, is we haven't really I mean, we could look at the talents and see if there's other stuff, right? If there's other talents we should be using. I mean, you do have different options, right? Like for example, on this class, you can see here the cooldown is still 1.5 minutes. Right here, see it says Testament of Faith. It says 1.5 minute cooldown. So whatever that nerf is, it's not in yet. Because mine still says 1.5 minutes. Oh, is it a Witcher reference? I haven't. I've seen the TV show Witcher, but I haven't played the game. Increases the critical chance. Increases the duration of oath chains. Critically striking with vindication or something. What is vindication? Okay, let's do this one. I'm gonna try this one. All right, we'll try the Templar for a quick game. See if we can do any damage. Why did my character like stop moving? It's weird. Oh, you dead already? Really?
You were screwed.
We can see this is going to be a great game. We can see this is going to be a good game. My team's getting annihilated. You have to get some sleep. Yeah, I'll see you, Strafe. Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. I wonder if it's just the battle. I wonder if it's like the battle group I'm in. Because like in the, it felt like the 20 to 30 Templar was really strong, but it feels like the 30 to 39 the Templar is not so strong. And I'm wondering if it's just because I'm missing certain abilities. I don't know. There are definitely, as you level up your character on this server, it definitely feels like in certain levels you're really strong and at certain levels you're really weak. But when you're like level 39 in a 30 to 39 battle group, you would expect you to not be weak. But I feel it's not like I can't. I mean, I can do really good damage, but it's the survivability aspect. I just cannot stay alive. I just keep getting killed. This guy just charged right in. I have no gap closer. See that? There's no gap closer here that I know of, unless I'm forgetting something.
You were screwed.
Yeah, see, there's just... You have, like, no... There's no charge. So you can't, like... You can't actually engage. I think that's one of the things that bothers me the most on the Templar. Is you can get kited really easily. I don't know. I think there's an ability, though. There is this one, Testament of Will, which will give you Hand of Freedom, so that will definitely help. Once you get Testament of Will, that'll be good because it's a short cooldown and it lasts for 20 seconds. So you'll be able to have Hand of Freedom up a lot, and you already have another ability that lets you walk faster. So I think once you get that skill, then that'll kind of help with the gap closing issue. Because you should be walking faster, your base walking speed should be faster than most people, and you'll be able to put up Hand of the Freedom like a lot, so. Like here we can just hit these birds to build up stacks, right? Of course they're gone. Like here.
Lovely.
Yeah. Actually, what we probably should do is look to like, see this person? We can charge this person. We can get to this person, which they jumped up in the air. Oh, get out of there.
You were screwed.
Yeah, whatever. You know, this is what happens to me on my Templar. I just die. It's just like, I just die, right? Like you can see, like I can actually do damage, but because you know, like if I get into fights a lot, but I just die. It's too squishy. My Gladiator's not squishy. She's not very squishy, but she doesn't have the same amount of damage as the Templar. Templar definitely is way harder than the Gladiator.
Lovely.
Building up cleave
Lovely.
stacks, cleave stacks. Switching.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
Dead. Look at the damage, man. Look at the damage. Teeth of Liberty. What's that? Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Teeth of Liberty and Crusader presence while mounted to gap close. Temple Guardian. Dude, I'm a noob at this shit. Okay, a Teeth of Liberty. I'm not sure what that is. Is that something I have? Let's take a look. Okay, I don't think I have Teeth of Liberty. Is that like it must be a talent? I don't see it here. We have teeth. What is teeth? Oh, see, I never knew what that was. I never knew what this was for. So what? Yeah, I never knew what this was for. I have never knew what teeth was. What is Force of Golganeth plus Libra of Consecration? Libra of Consecration we have, which is actually macroed into like one of my openers, so it's pretty much going to be up like on my opener, right? Damn, that guy's got some mitigation going on.
You were screwed. Lovely. Lovely. You were screwed.
Yes, I know I'm screwed. I'm always screwed. Always getting killed.
Lovely. Lovely.
Church of Stormwind. Yeah, see, I didn't know. I had no idea what Teeth was for. I read the tooltip once, and I'm like, I have no idea what this is for. It's a 1 hour cooldown. So, like, do you get the ability for like an hour or something? So basically, you get the ability until you do the Teeth at a different church. Yeah, but I definitely like I definitely struggle with like sometimes with like engaging maybe. All right, let's see if we can. What do we got going on here? What do we got going on here? Fine, it's fine.
You were screwed.
Yeah, I'm dead. There's too much CC in this fucking game, dude. There's like so much CC. I can tell you for those 7 blessings, you're going to use 2. You pay the teeth in those places and gain 1 new ability permanently, but you can only pay once every hour. Oh, okay. Okay. So you're saying that I can learn Scarlet Stormwind Church in the Scarlet Monastery in Darnassus. Gives 5% MS as a base. You mean like Mortal Strike? How can you play as Shurl? Oh no, I've got 2 different characters. This is Faithdriven my Templar and Shurl. I use all kinds of names, dude. I usually play female avatars just simply because I'd rather look at a chick's ass in front of me for 10 hours as opposed to a guy's ass in front of me for 10 hours. Yeah, you got the move, and you do get the movement speed increase too in their talents, right? One of these gives us like movement speed. I think it's this one, Courage. So increases your movement speed and reduces the duration of movement slowing effects by 20%. And then this coupled with, obviously, with Testament of Will, mean, this is only a 30-second cooldown. It lasts 20 seconds, so that's going to be up like a lot. So once we get that, but like the problem I run to with the Templar is I definitely feel very squishy. Even though you'll see me pull off a lot of healing, like I've got 11,000 healing now, and I'm like half playing, you know. But yeah, thanks for the tips. So that looks like definitely some good information. Let me I'm just gonna grab that because I have to jump offline here pretty soon. I'll be back in a couple hours. Like I'll probably be back around 10 or 11 streaming. I mean, I'm gonna play this game. Maybe I can play this one, maybe one more, and then I gotta jump off. But I'm not sure what my team's doing here. Getting their ass kicked is pretty much what they're doing.
Lovely.
Oh, he healed somehow.
You were screwed.
Hmm.
Lovely.
Yes, of course. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I tried to save him, but I couldn't. We tried to save that dude, but we could not. We also used him as a way to get away. Of course, my team's nowhere to be found. Common occurrence when I play this game. Like, where the fuck is everybody? What do you play as, Loop? Do you play as fucking, like, douchebag? Is that the name that you use, or is it something stupid like Bob? Bob. Yes, put me into your little... I'm dead. I don't think I'll be able to survive this. Nah. No, maybe.
You were screwed.
We had an ally nearby, which we do right there. Oh, if I could have charged that ally. Could have charged our ally there. We probably could have got away. Yeah, so we do some pretty decent self-healing damage, but damage not great.
Lovely.
Boom, see ya. I see you later.
Lovely.
I like Templar though. I think Templar is pretty cool. It's got a unique. Some of the abilities are very unique. You know, being able to charge an ally and heal them and heal you is a really interesting mechanic. That's why I usually bring my mini map down here so I can see where my allies are. Because there's a lot of times when I need them to get away from the enemy, or I need them to just, heal them. Like this guy. You can see he's taking some damage. Give him a little heal here. We can also just look at our party window here and charge somebody. I can also, like, you know... Well, I can't.
Lovely.
I can't decleanse. I can't cleanse all of these things off. I'm trying to cleanse all the Venomancer's crap off of me. I was trying to cleanse it off my buddy here. I don't think I've got a charge available. No. I do not. There we go. That's one charge.
Lovely.
Do we have a charge? We don't have a charge up. Shit. Nope. I'm gonna build up cleave stacks on the minion. I like to build up cleave stacks on the minions. If we can. See, here is where I kind of get into trouble because I get kited.
Lovely.
See there where I'm getting kited? That I would have easily killed that guy if I wasn't getting kited. That is the problem. Of course, of course. So, 27,000 damage, 26,000 healing. Blood Elf Guardian, really? The Gladiator was. We had a Gladiator show up in here. Witch Doctor, bullshit, easy, Primalist, Tinker. Okay, so yeah, so thanks, Mothlan. I'll definitely check that out. I didn't know that you could like learn abilities. The Teeth of Liberty and Crusader Presence while mounted to gap close it. Okay, Crusader Presence. I don't know if I have that either. Crusader Presence? Is Crusader Presence like... Yeah, I don't think I have Crusader Presence. Yeah, I don't... It doesn't look like I have it yet. It doesn't show up in my spell book. Here, let's... Okay, here it is. Level 4. We get it next level. So increase mounted movement speed by 50% for all party and raid members. Killing. Yeah, but see, this isn't... I mean, this is only going to be good for, like, the initial. I mean, that's only going to be good maybe for chasing someone down. But again, we can only mount when we're out of combat. So that's going to be kind of niche. It's too bad we couldn't play Night Elf. If we could have played Night Elf, we could have easily just shadow melded into mount. And that would have been really, really useful. But we can't, so we have to wait till we drop out of combat. So yeah, it'll be niche, you know, like certain times someone runs away and there's no one else near me and I can just mount up, you know, Crusader Presence, run them down really quick. But if I'm in combat, it's not going to help much. Use the Temple Guardian to go in and out of combat. I say you have to forgive me. I don't remember all the spell names. Everything's so new on this character. Temple Guardian. I know I've got Temple Guardian. I just forgot which ability it is. Temple Guardian. Temple Guardian is the stun, right? No, that's Divine Force. Temple Guardian. Oh, that's Temple Guardian. Dude. I don't think I even knew I had this ability. See, this is what I was talking about. I was saying I don't have a charge. Oh, I do have a charge. Oh, but that only works against allies, right? See, charges towards an ally. Yeah. Yeah, Temple Guardian is great, but it only works against allies, unfortunately. So, but I use Temple Guardian all the time to go out of combat. Yeah, I definitely use Temple Guardian to get away from people. That's actually what saves my ass most of the times. Is Temple Guardian, and that's like I said. That's why when I go into a battleground, I always drag my minimap down here because I want to see where my allies are. You know, probably should zoom in once. Yeah, but I use it a lot I mean, to heal myself, to heal my allies, and just to get the heck out of dodge, man, just to save my ass. Okay, well, this is weird. Oh. No, my wife's not going to be home. She's actually at a park right now. All right. So my wife's not going to be home for at least another hour, so I can do another couple more BGs. Loot collector, let's get rid of this, and let's just do it by... where's the fucking... Whatever, we'll just do it. I didn't want to disable it for everybody, but... Yeah, it would have been nice if you had, like... I think Temple Guardian, honestly, I think what they should do with... I don't know. I would like to see them add a charge for the Templar. I would like to see. I mean, I know paladins don't have a charge. Maybe they're trying to model this. I mean, to me, the Templar feels like a paladin mixed with, I mean, it's very paladin-esque. I mean, the self heals. Using stacks of oaths to heal yourself feels very much like Word of Glory heal in retail. Wow, like stacks of holy power, spent on Word of Glory. The cleanse feels like the paladin. You do have this, you do have divine force that can kind of leap you in. So you do have kind of an engage, but it is a 1.5 minute cooldown. Well, let's try this tithe. Let's do a tithe here. We're going to tithe. We're going to give money to the church. I hope it's not too expensive. Greetings, Templar. Welcome to the Cathedral of Light.
Arches rise.
Okay, I learned a new spell, the Tithe of Courage. Emanate an aura for 1 hour, empowering party members with 5% increased damage against dragons. 5% increased max health and 20% fear reduction. So this is, I guess, something we can just... It says for an hour. Fuck. Why is that even there? Okay. Kind of a crappy one, isn't it? Tithe of Courage. Now, does it automatically apply to them, or do I have to recast it? No, it's like an aura. Yeah, so it does apply to them. Okay, cool. And I can also buff them with Gift of Fervor. That's going to help. So what else you were saying? You're saying Tithe of Liberty and Crusader Presence while mounted. Double Guardian to go in, out of combat. When going, I was just getting Force of Golgameth plus Libra. What is Force of Gold? Like, Force of Gold, do I have that? I don't have Force of Golganath. Consecration is macroed into one of my opening abilities. So whenever I go into combat against somebody, if when I open up against somebody, it's gonna proc my Consecration, right? So that's just because I'm lazy and I didn't want to do it manually. And you've got the Libra of Tenacity is this one. And that's a good skill that we have to reduce our damage taken. It also heals me, which is really nice. So here we can charge in. We were able to get up our debuff on both of those targets there.
Lovely.
Ooh, bada bing, bada boom. Oh, you're not so tough without your healer.
Lovely.
Ooh. We just built up the combo points, just blew up his healer. That was funny. Now we're screwed. Now we are in trouble. Yes, come into my ring. Come into my ring. Why am I? It said you were leaving combat, and then it immediately said you're entering combat. There you go.
Settled into place as the darkness starts to rage. I can't get to my soul. Rise without a line.
You were screwed.
Okay, that was a mistake.
Lovely.
Now we're just running for our lives. Let's join up with our team, I think. Why is my team sitting in the flag room? My team's just sitting in the flag room. And we're losing, so yeah, sitting in the flag room while you're losing is probably not a good idea. Hey, we're number 1 on damage, number 2 on healing. That's the way the Templar should work, right? The hell? I don't know what my team's doing. Losing, I guess. This guy's just sitting here. I love it when people just give up in Battlegrounds. Like, they get 1 flag and then the team just gives up. I hate that shit.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
I was just bored, so we just jumped in there. I knew I was gonna die jumping in there, but I was bored. Our team's losing, they ain't doing anything. Ah, well. Meow. Meow.
Lovely. You were screwed.
Yep, I see that. My team's not gonna come down and help me. They're just gonna sit up here. They're just gonna sit up there. Like, fuckers. Stupid. Look at this person. Oh, it's a healer. That's that Sun Cleric that we killed. See the 1 death? That was me blowing that healer into next week. Oh my goodness. Damn.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
They're all gonna be asleep now. They died. I hate having bad teams. Look at this. I'm like number 2 on damage, and the rest of my team is like way down here. Ugh. I hate it. I don't like it.
You were screwed.
Come after me, my friend. Come at me, bro. That kind of sucks. The stun. Don't like stuns. There's the healer, and then there's me. 12,000 on healing, right? Oh, this is a joke. This is just... Someone just end the battleground, because this is pathetic. Wait, I can't even move. It just fucking froze me.
Lovely.
Well, man, rangers do shit for damage. Or was that is it a Rune Master? Ah. Thank God. That was the shittiest battleground ever. And you said it's an hour cooldown to use Tithe again. It's not Tithe, it's Tithe. It's 48 minutes. Yeah.
Everything you never do, and all you never say, never make it easier to numb out all the pain. Not like anything was wrong, it never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again.
Mm-hmm. Reaper.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Jump up in the air, jump up in the air, boom!
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
We're all sitting here, but we're losing the game because we're just fighting here, right?
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
You were screwed.
Look at this. The Undead Reaper's doing good damage. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to be OP, we just roll Reaper, since Reaper seems to be one of the stronger classes for sure. Although I feel like 1v1 against a Reaper, I think the Templar would probably might do okay.
Lovely.
It's funny that our team's losing, and yet we're doing way more damage than the enemy team, but we're losing. Because we're just not fighting on the objectives. We're just killing people, you know?
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Really?
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
I'm tired of fighting that battle. Just tired of fighting that battle. Why does it feel like their team? Why is there so many of their team? Like there's. You ever get that feeling in a battle round where the enemy team has like 20 players and you have 15, and you're like, "What's going on? Why do they have so many players?"
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
What are we doing on healing? We're not really doing that much healing on this one. If I don't have to heal, then I just push more damage. Although I'm still like, not doing as much damage as the Reaper and the Witch Doctor. But I think that's to be expected. I just don't hit as hard as a Witch Doctor when they pop all that bullshit. The totems of ridiculousness.
Lovely.
You were screwed.
Yeah, I think I'm dead. I don't even have, there's no ally even near me. Oh, I guess there was. Oh, he must have been right on top of me, because when I zoomed in, I didn't see him. I need to zoom this closer in. Because I was looking at the minimap, and I didn't see any allies near me, but he was underneath my cursor. But he was there. That kind of sucks.
You were screwed.
Yeah, I see that.
screwed.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do there. Trying to do damage, but there's not enough other people to help me. Yeah, the Templars, I have a love-hate relationship with the Templar. I really do. Like, sometimes I love the Templar, and sometimes I absolutely hate the Templar. It'd be so cool if the Templar had something along the lines of, like, what the Gladiator has, like the Brace. I would love the Templar to be able to use a shield. I think a shield Templar, like the Gladiator, that's a DPS-built Templar, would be fantastic, you know, to give yourself a shield, maybe block some spells, you know, do some, like, shield wall, that kind of stuff, like, you know, that would be super cool, you know. Okay, well,
You were screwed.
kind of screwed here. Yeah, pretty much screwed. Yeah, fucking, I hate that shit. I hate the CC in this game. It's like playing retail WoW. Conquest of Azeroth is so close to retail WoW that way. Like, everybody has stuns, roots, slows. It shouldn't be like that. There should be class identity. Like, classes should have, and I think there is some class identity here, but I would like to see a lot more of unique class identity. You know, like some classes, I would prefer to see support classes with, you know, kind of stuns and slows, and see them, and then like core DPS classes, not so much. Like, their job is to do damage, right? Maybe they have like one stun. They shouldn't have any slow, right? And then like the support classes, you should have a support class that helps with like maybe slows, maybe debuffs, maybe, you know, some healing hots, you know. They support. That's their role, is to support, you know, the encounter. And we don't really see that too much in MMOs, to be honest. Like, Rift had it. In Rift, you could roll characters that were, they could, well, in Rift, you could have characters that could do good damage and support. They could do damage and heal. But you do have a character here that does heal and do damage, which is the Cultist. In fact, there's a couple of them. And I think there's 2 or 3 healers in here that do damage. Do damage, that heal by doing damage, basically. So.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Boom, bada bing, bada
Lovely.
boom.
Lovely. 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 You were screwed. Lovely. Lovely. You were screwed.
Oh, it was on cooldown? Oh. I was like, is it on cooldown? My healing ability. Sorry to see we do a little more healing there at the end. That's it. So much for doing those battlegrounds. I think we just hit level 40. No, we didn't. We didn't hit level 40. Okay. Not yet. Alright. I think the mobs out here are going to be very high level, so... Yeah, level 60 elites. Ooh, what is this? Beryl and Dawn? What is this? Let's take a look. We got 31 minutes until we can actually do something. Let's... I think I'm gonna jump off for now, guys. I mean, I think I'm gonna jump off for a little bit, or at least stop stream for a little bit. Yeah, thanks for the info, Maflan, because I definitely was feeling like with the Templar, I was really struggling engaging, and I remember getting the tithe skill like a while ago, and then just reading the tooltip and being like, I have no idea how to use this, and then just doing something else, like playing another character or continuing leveling, and then I'm like, this is supposed to be for something, but I never really looked at it. I never really understood what it was. This spell here, because it just says pay a tithe of 1 silver to learn a new ability, but it doesn't tell you how to do it. It doesn't say you have to go to like a church. So that's kind of interesting. It's kind of neat. But yeah, I'll definitely Google it and see which abilities we can learn where, and because there's going to be certain ones that were probably going to be best for PvP. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. And I'll probably stream again tonight, like later tonight. I mean, it's already 8 p.m. my time, but like, you know, like 3 or 4 hours from now. I'm thinking like maybe midnight, like 4 hours from now, 12 a.m. for me. I'll probably stream again. I'm still debating on if I'm gonna play another character, like a new character or not. I like the Templar. There's also, this is the Zealot tree, and I know that some people have been running. One person told me they were running Crusader, and they told me that Crusader had more survivability than Zealot, which surprised me. I'm not gonna lie, that actually surprised me. I really wish that there was a fourth talent tree, a fourth spec that was a shield using Templar. I just think there just isn't enough shield using DPS classes in MMOs, at least not in WoW anyway. You know, like there's lots of other MMOs where you can have a shield and, you know, and be a DPS class. I can think of lots of MMOs, you know, Elder Scrolls Online, Final Fantasy 14, you know, Rift. There's a lot of MMOs that let you use a shield and be a DPS. You know, Arcage had it. Warrior class could use a shield and do damage. You know, actually, Elion had an amazing character. I think it was called a Gladiator that had a shield and sword, which super, super strong. It was a hammer. It was a hammer and a sword, or hammer and a shield. And she was very powerful. And WoW has been one of those MMOs that has really fallen short on certain class fantasies that most MMOs have explored and used. And it's, you know, like having tanks in PvP, for example. Like most MMOs, there's all kinds of tanking builds that work in PvP. You know, as support or as like kind of team fight engagers, or as CC as just pure stun. But WoW has always been against tanks for some reason. I don't know why. It's stupid. Like they've even brainwashed the community to think that if you're playing a tank in a PvP, that's somehow a bad thing. So, which is just dumb. Because so many other MMOs you can do it. So, but yeah, I might look at the Crusader tree. I'm curious. I don't know if there's a build for it. I don't think we saw one. Let's see. Oh, there is. So this is a PvE Crusader. It says it's tanky, which is interesting, and can deal insane damage. It's a combo-oriented class. It's a combo-oriented class, and a misclick can mean the very end of you. Also, gears are hard to come by. This build relies on combo skills, Righteous Lunge and Cleave. Lunge gives you 10% additional. Yeah, I know what these are. Main damage, Righteous Tempest, Sergeant Blade, Scout Amateur. And he's got all kinds of rotations. This is purely a PvE build, though. Spell power? Interesting. So, increase your spell power by 30% of your agility and your critical strike by 50%. So do you want to stack intellect? I don't know. A lot of people kind of gave feedback on this. But this is a PvE ability, or PvE build, so it's not, it doesn't really apply to me. Yeah. I may, if I do level up, if I do play the Crusader Templar, I'll probably level up another character, actually. I'll probably level up another Templar. And, because I don't really want to dig around with switching specs, because I like Zealot. And I think it'd be fun to have one of each, like to have a Zealot and a Crusader. Now, the Oathkeeper is a tank, but I don't, this complexity advanced. I do love tanks, but of course tanks in battle and PvP pretty much suck. Go to... Yeah, and there was no build for tank. Yeah, anyways, I gotta go. I'll take a look at this stuff. I'll do some theory crafting, some researching, and see what we can come up with. Maybe playing around with some different Templar builds. Anyways, you guys have a good Saturday night, and I'll catch you if you guys come back in about 3 or 4 hours. I'll catch you then. Peace out.